Hey, yo, what's going on, guys? Got a brand new deck guide for you guys today. Today, we're going to be going over my brand new Moira Victoria Hand Gambit Horseman of Death Destroy list. And this list has honestly been a lot of fun. Not only is it just a cooler way to kind of play some of this Moira Victoria Hand stuff, of course, you get some Gambit Horseman of Death value. You have also some integrity into some of these Gambit matchups, using Marrow as kind of like a landmine for you, also having X23 as a target for Gambit to, hit, opposed to really destroying like a key card for you is the general thought process here. But what I really like about this the most is the Moon Girl value. Being able to Moon Girl a bunch of deaths, being able to get death from, Moira, is kind of like the really cool stuff that you really get to do like with this list. And, ordering your hand in such a way so you copy the right stuff, you don't fill your hand. Like this deck just feels very flexible. And having, be able to afflict also, power onto your enemies is really cool with Marrow. I'm really liking that card. I think a lot right now is Marrow in general. Yes, there is Shadow King, but there's not really like any Luke Cage. And you can't necessarily Shadow King every single lane, and people aren't trying to Shadow King every single lane. Of course, the W deck does run Shadow King and kind of, wants you to have a lot of cards in your hand, but we actually do like completely like throttle a W deck. You'll actually probably see it in the video as well. But I've been like working with this. Was talking with Ika because Ika posted a very similar list. And I like the Victoria Hand value here too, because the Moira cards are created cards in your hand for Victoria Hand. Also, Moon Girl, Frigga for created cards. Nico can create cards too. You can get a bunch of different gambits with Moon Girl. You can get a bunch of different gambits with Moira. Like, you have a bunch of really cool different options, which I think gives you a lot of really cool outs. Like in this list that I like too, you have Killmonger, of course, to offset one cost your opponents might be playing. Like maybe into that Shu Lao deck, maybe into other Destroy decks. Of course, Gambit also into Shu Lao decks is really good because it can destroy the key cards that they're trying to Shu Lao. We actually have a really crazy game against Destroy Shu Lao. Where we had just the perfect read, and it was crazy. Like I thought I lost the game, but then when the cards fully flipped over, it's like, wait, we actually planned around this accordingly, which is really cool. And of course, Gambit struggles into Ramp and Hela and a bunch of those bigger card kind of decks because it doesn't destroy anything that's bigger than a 4 cost. So that's kind of something to note just in general, which just makes a lot of sense. People to be running that since a lot of people are running Gambit. So it's like forcing them out to do one thing when you're wanting to do another thing. So some matches are just going to be bad, and that's just kind of, snap for you too. But this deck is really, really solid. Of course, the Series 5 cards are Moira, Nico, Victoria Hand, and Frigga, Gambit Horseman of Death as well. You, of course, have your Destroy cards being Killmonger, Nico, Destroy, draw 2, Carnage, Venom, technically Gambit's a Destroy card in a sense too, but it's only destroying your enemies' cards. So there's a world where you maybe need some substitutions if you don't have necessarily those cards, where maybe you do want to do an Agony potentially just to be able to have like an extra card to be able to get back and get some power onto, or you maybe want to do a Hood. Of course, you are running Killmonger, so killing your demons are not really something you want to do, but maybe you want to get extra destroys for your death, so maybe you're running a Hood instead potentially. I really do like Moira a lot in this list. It gives you that surprise factor. Your opponent has to be like, wait, what did they have as their first starting 3 cards? And some of those starting hands are like snap conditions for you because you have a Destroy card, you have Death in your starting hand, so you're able to get multiple deaths over and over and over again, and there's not a lot of Shang-Chi at the moment, not a lot of cards that are destroying, those types of cards, and you just get infinite deaths. That's a lot of power on the board your opponent can't really mess with, can't be hit by Gambit either. So that's kind of like one of those main snap conditions potentially is get deaths with the Destroy card and wear it in your starting hand, so you're able just to continue to cycle through everything, or multiple Marrows, so your opponents have multiple afflicted cards across the board is also really, really gross in this. Multiple Gambits, multiple Victoria Hands. So it's kind of like a Victoria Hand just Destroy deck, and it feels like you don't really have to generate a whole bunch of created cards. So like the unknown factor like you would get from like an Iron Patriot or like a Mirage maybe isn't as present there, but you have a bunch of different ways to afflict damage onto your opponents and scale vertically as well, which is something that I really like with this list. But that's going to be the general gist of the deck guide for you guys there. We're going to jump right into some gameplay from stream, where we talk through some of our play lines and have some pretty cool matchups I actually really like with what we had going on stream last night, which if you guys do enjoy the video, definitely feel free to check out the Twitch stream. This is where we do a lot of our deck guide gameplay comes from the Twitch streams, which is, twitch.tv/Tucker, which of course that link is down in the description below as well. So definitely come over there, vibe, live react, lots of cool stuff happen on Twitch. That's normally where I do like my season pass giveaways and everything too. But yeah, we're gonna jump right into some gameplay, and I will see you guys at the end of the video. It's not bad. Let's go. I'm glad both of you guys are climbing with it too. You feel awesome, B-Dog? Yes, we want you to feel satisfied. Feel the reward of getting the emotes. X23, Quinjet. All right. Okay, this is interesting. Go Morrow. Ooh, Morrow into Killmonger is pretty cool. Valentina. They do get to play their 6-drop out. Yo. You talked you to trying? Wait, into trying which? Trying which? Oh, wait, this is actually kind of freaky. Wait, we can get 2 gambits here off rips. We can get actually 2 gambits off rips here. That's cool. I am going to Killmonger early, especially with Quinjet on Onslaught. That's wild. Sasquatch! Okay, yeah. We have to get Quinjet out of here. Have to. Okay, X23 goes over. We have extra energy. They have extra energy, but we have a lot of extra energy. We have Death. And I think it's simply... I just go Moon Girl here. Yeah. It's just Moon Girl left. Mirage gets either Gambit, Frigga, or Venom. It's a 1 out of 3. They also are running Venom. Oh, that's interesting. That is some very interesting stuff. Okay. I get Moira, which gives me X23 Frigga. So I'm going to... I go original Gambit into Frigga. Into regular Frigga. And then I'll go Gambit. I could get hit with a Galactus, which is not really what we want. Or do I go ahead and go... We might... They could Zola, that is true. They could Zola, but then that's not really good for them if they Zola. Because I have some crazy stuff I'm about to do. They Frigga Venom into Frigga. Okay. I go... Gambit, Moira, Gambit. And then we'll see what they do here. So they might null. It might be a null angle. Which null is rough for us. So there is a world where we don't need another Gambit. Well, they can't go Gambit, or they can't go null and Venom. So if system option, yeah, there's some crazy stuff that's about to happen. They might actually retreat this, which I would not be surprised they retreat this. They probably should retreat this. But I'm playing Moira first here in case they play like a Negasonic there. If they play Negasonic there, that's not great. They Venom Vic. Okay. Okay, 1 down. 2 down. I need to hit a Venom. 3 down. And we win Breakers. Cool. That'll work. That'll work. Yeah, I mean... It was a 1 out of 5. And then it was a 1 out of 4. And then it was a 1 out of 3, right? So I win if I hit this Venom. I win if I hit this Venom, I think. And we do have Vic, Killmonger, and Gambit in our opening hand. That's pretty good. Pretty good location for us as well. Thought of an interesting emote. Nice. Fisk Tower. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. Wonderman eating popcorn like MJ in Thriller. That would be fun. That would be very fun. Let's see. What do they get of mine? That cable is a bit unfortunate. This is pretty interesting, though. They snap me? Okay. I actually don't mind. They master mold? Master mold kind of stinks. Kind of stinks. My first 3 cards were Killmonger and Vic. I'm not gonna get Gambit back here. I think the play actually here is this. This. And then I'll probably go Moira something here. Or is this? Do this, that. Daisugi. All right, so this should be pretty good. These are going to be actually a lot more power there. I don't think we snap back, but this probably is going to be an Electra middle. Electra on Moira kind of thing. And let me math this. Oh, yeah, this counts itself, so yeah, we're good. They Cosmo, Max, Electra. That's fine. There's the Ronin. Cannonball. All right. Wow, we start with Gambit, Frigga, and Moon Girl. It's a pretty good starting hand here. Pretty good. Nico ×2 is pretty nice as well. All right, what do they have? Vic. Ooh, that's a good Vic. We have this. Your next expedition vehicle is set. Ooh, I love that. If I do this, no, I think it is just, it's this. They Frigga the Vic. Which means Vic's going there. I haven't destroyed anything, so my Moon Girl value is a little rough. I think it's always this, though. This is interesting. This is very, very interesting. I mean, I get some value here as well, but they could just go Vic here, Misery. It's about to be what, Mirage? Mirage Vic? Vic. Colossus. That's a good also bait card for Gambit. That is another good bait card for the Gambit. And you can't have your power reduced, right? So Colossus just stays juice, right? Yeah, I think we're cooked. I think we're cooked. Like, we have to play here. Colossus, they have another Vic. I mean, I guess technically we could hit 4 Vics. Yeah, Maro is a better landmine, but I don't hit the Gambit value. Oh, but you're talking about Colossus being a landmine for Gambit. Let's have some fun. Another Colossus into Goliath and then Vic. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, we hit Bastion, which is not what we actually wanted to hit. Gambit doesn't miss. Oh my word. Oh my word. Colossus who, bro? Wow. We're getting some better hands now. This is cool. Wow, Moira starting hand. Zombies are goated. True. How you doing, Brian? Welcome in, bro. All right, what do I get? Squirrel Girl. Okay. Let me see. Let's give you some ideas for your ongoing decks. How about that? Oh my word. Wait, this is crazy, right? Wait, what am I facing here? Nowhere. What if I do this to that? Debris. Wow. Oh, this is wild. I get 2 deaths. There you go. Iron Lad. Iron Lad is Khazar. Carnage gets cooked. I then go Carnage. Venom. It's actually not the play I want to do. I actually like misplayed this, but I think we can recover from this. I also could just do Moon Girl, but I think it is just Carnage Venom. Sandstorm? Oh my. Okay. This is the original, right? I go up to 17. So 16 plus number 2 is 18. I lose to Blue Marvel there. Blue Marvel middle. Ooh. Ooh. Cool. That'll work. The White Tiger. White Tiger is pretty solid into this right now. Oh. What is Mr. If this is Roar? What are they messing around with? We get Moira. Where's my Howard? Into this. Okay. So I get Nico copy here. Zabu. Okay. Now this is going to be a little interesting. A little interesting. Now, the Wolverine Nimrod. Ooh. This is going to be fun. This is fun. Ooh, I need to draw a card, though. No. We're okay. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. They marrow as well. I do that into... I don't like this. I will be honest. I do not like this. Zombie Captain Marvel. One of those cards needs to go right. One of these needs to go right. Oh god. Okay, well it's a 50-50. This has a 50-50 middle. That'll work. That'll work. Can I snap this? What do you think, guys? I think I can snap the crazy play that's about to happen here. Or no. Probably not, right? Probably not. This is crazy though. It is. It is very crazy. But Nimrod gets hit every time. And it's a negative Nimrod going to be going across the board. -2. That seems pretty decent. It's going to be a big destroyer here, probably. Or Galactus. If it is Galactus, 12-powered Galactus is this. Yo, Glazer, thank you for the raid, my friend. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. Carnage goes left into Animation Infusion. That's fine. Yo, let's go. Okay, we do have Vic, Frigga, Killmonger. With Nor Dimension. What is Cathalo playing, though? I did get a shout out? Or is Merritt? Oh, we did. Oh, we did. Thank you. Bro, Merritt is on it. Oh, Cathal also playing. Oh, I think they're also playing. Let's see. Ooh. This is interesting. So I can go Vic Frigga, which is probably what we do here. My death is going to be actually pretty vital in this game. Death is going to be pretty vital today. Bro, it's supposed to be 30 degrees in Florida tomorrow, or this week. 30, which is crazy. We don't get weather like that here in Florida. Do not get weather like that in Florida. They had Agony X23. We get the Jin. I go Frigga Jin. We also get Moira. Moira gives me Vic. Let's go Frigga Jin here. I know. What is happening? What is happening? Jin. Didn't see snow till I was in high school. Yeah, we saw snow last year. It's crazy. Venom. 60 to 85 to 40? Holy smokes. Yeah, that's wild. They do kind of brick their draws. Do I brick my draws here? No, I do not brick my draws. Sweet. Okay, so there's a really cool play I could do here, which also these don't count towards game because they're 0-cost cards. So I go here. What do I get back here? Killmonger, Frigga, Vic. Let's do that to this, that. The thing is, I don't hate my starting hand. Let's see, what does this do? This gives me 3 cards back into hand. This is 4 cards in hand. So I go to... I don't completely brick. I think this is fun. Dejin. Yeah, we still draw. Moira. Mero's in starting hand. Venom was in starting hand. So that's 2 of their 3 cards that are in starting hand. And then Headpool. We don't know if Headpool is in starting hands. Don't know if Headpool was. Okay. Okay. We get a draw. Okay. And then I go... we have some interesting lines we can do here. We get Marrow. I go... Jin. Go Jin, Death. Oh, this is so funky. Jin, Death, Frigga. Or we also... there's a world where we don't. There's a world where I honestly only go Frigga, Jin, because I know I'm going to get some death value. I go Frigga and just go Jin for extra energy because I know death's going to cost 0 and I don't want them to know I have death in hand as well. We still don't know what they have in hand. They have death in hand. Okay. So they're going to Venom here. They Venom here. Yeah, they have death in hand. They shouldn't have played this death, by the way. Moira's been destroyed 3 times. 3 times. So they could go Death, Venom, and move Venom here. Which would make my play this. I think it would make that my play. Okay. And not do what I thought they were going to do. Not do what I thought they were going to do. Shu Lao onto death. Oh, good gravy. Well, that Lynch is dead. Okay. Into Moira. Wait, no, wait. Do I actually pull this out? Wait, this is actually going to be really close. Does it boil down where X23 lands, or it actually doesn't matter, actually? It actually did not matter. Okay. Failed successfully. Let's go. Good, like, win rate with it. It's our cube rate's low. This is a good starting hand, though. They get either my Gambit or my Frigga. And I get their Carter. Carter. Okay. I go Vic. Probably Vic Frigga. Go ahead and throw it down. Marrow is also potentially pretty good into this matchup. Sam. They're going to have extra energy. They're going to have extra energy for their deck here. We get another X23. This will be interesting. Very, very interesting here. This is playing around a Cosmos somewhere. What do we got middle? Carter. That's fair. That is fair. Let's see. Yeah, what's going on, Creed? How you doing, bro? Who? I'm gonna go here. Here. And we're just hoping it's not Cosmo there. Lindley. Vic. Okay. And then I go Venom. Vic. This will be interesting. I play Carter and I play Gambit here. Okay. Marrow goes off. It hits Vic. X23 goes there. And goes middle. There's the Vic. They Frigga a Vic, okay, into another Vic. Wow, they drew a Vic from Time Theater. That's wild. That is wild. Ooh, what do we do here? We could quite simply do this. Because this is a created card. I think. Does Gambit check if I do? Yeah, okay. I think we do this. They're going to have a bunch of Vics and stuff. They probably forego the right lane. So I'm playing for middle, which is a little crazy, perhaps. But they have 7 energy. I have 8 energy. It was also my thought process. Also, I kind of wish we got Nico instead of Carnage. That could have been better. But this is going to be a very interesting kind of situation here. There's also a world where I don't even I shouldn't contest middle. Like I go. If they play Vic again, because they copied Vic, this is going to be a. Well, this is 4, but so be a Vic plus 3, so it'd be a 6 powered Vic. Or do I do the weird thing and I actually contest middle? Maybe I do the weird thing actually here. They Moonstone. Okay. Oh, I only hit the Moonstone too. Wow. Wow. That's a crazy hit. Crazy, crazy hit there. Really good situations that we had going on here. Nico Quantum Realm is interesting. Facing some Thanos. Killmonger probably be nice into this matchup. Sacred Timeline is also really cool. Sacred Timeline is also really cool here for us. Lockjaw. Sandbar. Well. Gambit. Does make this a little interesting. Wow. I don't like this for us, guys. If I'm being honest. It's a rough start. They Mind Stone into Space Stone. Okay. This is turn 5. I think I'm going to do this. The Reality Stone into Stark Tower. Space Stone, Power Stone. They don't get extra energy here. But they will have some stuff going on. Yeah, with Moira. Yeah, those can be rough. I agree. I agree. Okay, so what are we doing here? They have Thanos. They play a Stone and Thanos out. One of my cards is getting hit somewhere. I think it's this. They Lockjaw Cosmo. Okay. That's fine. Not too shabby. Okay. Starting hand is Moira Vic Frigga. That's pretty cool. Ooh, wait. Actually, we can set up some really interesting stuff here. We go Moira. Into... Oh, no. Actually, no, I do. I actually go Carnage early. I go Carnage. Do I snap this? Wait, this is actually, like, scary good, right? I don't know what opponent's playing just yet, so I'm just going to go Carnage. Just going to go Carnage here. Chamber. Okay. This is very cool for us. Very, very cool. They Luna. Okay, so that can get hit by Cosmic Ghost Rider to start. It's good to know. Good to know. Red Hulk. Let's do this. We'll get another Gambit. See, I set up for Gambit, or I kind of want to destroy the Ice Cube, actually. Destroy the Ice Cube. So they Zola. More than likely it's Zola here. Okay. With Zola, we're either hitting Chamber or we're hitting Luna. They got a 20 power. That is adding another, what, 10 power to the right? It's either a Zola play or like just do something else. That's what I gotta think about here. I'm thinking they're Zolaing Panther. If they don't Zola Panther, I think it's just always Zola Panther. Or Dragon Lord also is crazy. Wave to Scar. So this has to hit Chamber for me to win. Hit Chamber. Sweet. Sweet. That'll work. That will work, which is nice. All right, Venom, Carnage, Moon Girl, Mojo World, and we do get Marrow. Okay. Okay, we do get a Marrow. They're running Ant-Man, Zantman, a Chonga. Okay. Little Gambit. They go Dazzler, Chonga. Okay, so we're both going to have 5. It's going to be kind of a 50-50 here. Which is why I played it that way, is for... Ooh. Okay. So I do get Carnage value here. Marrow goes off on those 2 cards. All right. I still might have to fill up that lane. Patriots. Wait, is this an Ultron deck? If there's an Ultron deck, I say Killmonger. I go Moon Girl. Gives me another death and another Gambit. Echo Squirrel Girl. Oh my. Oh no. Well, there's Vic. I'll go Death. I have to play out this Death here. We snap into Death. And then we have double Gambit. Valkyrie. Moonstone, Mysterio. Oh, we hit the wrong card. Oh, did we hit the wrong card? Oh, no, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Oops. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you guys did stick around the very end, what are your guys' thoughts on the Gambit meta we're in right now? Is this card too overtuned? Is it okay? Are people overhyping it? Is it actually just incredible? I, of course, really like it. Of course, I got to do the video on the card, so, of course, I have heavy bias, but I generally enjoy it and, like, the different ways to play around. I've been wanting to do Moira stuff even before this card came out, but this gives it extra value in those Moira decks, which I really like. But this deck's been a lot of fun. I'm going to probably continue to tune this. Might be one of the things we mess around with kind of like season to season like we do with Black Knight, because like how much I like Moira as well. But yeah, that is the gist of the deck guide. If you guys did enjoy the content, definitely feel free to like, comment, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell to be alerted when we do post these videos. I'm trying to do it almost every single day, post a video. Some days I fall a little short because, life gets in the way. I got a kid. I got another kid on the way. So we get a little busy sometimes. But definitely feel free to hit that notification bell and let me know down below. What are your guys' thoughts on the season so far? And are you guys hyped for any of the upcoming new cards? Or if there's any videos you think maybe I should try, you guys would enjoy watching, let me know down below. But yeah, it's been real. God bless, and Tucker out.